Yo, what's going on, people? I'm PK, aka Papa K, as my Instagram handle goes. And you're listening or watching Diary of a Broke Boy. Sorry, let me say that again. Diary of a Broke Boy. Pronunciation isn't here today. And this is the first episode. And this just randomly popped to my head because I went into Ann Summers today after a job. Because I was looking something for the missus. Should men feel comfortable with sex toys within their sex life? That's a mad title. That probably wasn't the best way to word it. But should men be comfortable with sex toys? Now, I think we should. If you disagree, I feel like you're very insecure. Should you be comfortable with sex toys in terms of yourself using them, your partner using them, or both of you using them together? I see nothing wrong with either of them. Or, yeah. And I feel like it comes down to an ego thing. Like, I know I used to be like this when I was younger, but feeling a bit uncomfortable. The thought of my partner using a toy, and I feel like that was really young. I was around I'd say like 16, 17 when I thought of that. But as I've grown up, I've kind of become fascinated with toys, especially within like the whole sexual realm. And yo, that's just expensive. Like, I haven't bought much, but damn. Like, I'm seeing all toys for women like £200-300. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I saw a crystal one. I was like, damn. Or like rock or something like that. It looked like marble. But one thing I do say is I'm jealous of women. Women have a variety. Such a variety. And men, we have a variety, but men feel uncomfortable about certain things, especially when it comes to self-pleasuring through anal. It's not something I would go to personally, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it, you know? And why should you not pleasure yourself? The male G-spot is in the arse, so, do your thing. So now, I feel like a problem is men want bad bees or freaky girls, but aren't willing to explore. And it could be just a simple thing of added in a vibrator or any other sex toy within you and your partner's life. Like, don't you want to pleasure your partner? Because it's not always about you. I feel like men are so much more easier to pleasure. And even other things like bondage items, whips, chains, handcuffs, nipple clamps, so all of that stuff. What makes you feel so uncomfortable that you wouldn't introduce something like that? Because obviously maybe just the people I'm around and I've grown up around with, they'll be like, oh, that shit's weird. Oh, that's too kinky. That's too kinky. But you want your girl to be on the most. It confuses me so much. Because I feel like with toys, you can explore fantasies that I don't think people would actually go through. And it's more intimate with just that one person being able to do different things. And by testing out new things, I feel like you can really explore yourself and your partner and find out different things that you both like. But when it comes to men, I don't know if it's the fear of being judged by their male friends when sex gets brought up in a conversation and questions get brought up, and then they're like, oh, I did this. And then obviously another guy acts a certain way. Wait. Is it a thing? I'm wondering if it's a thing is where men do things not please other men, but they put on a front for other men, so they don't do things for themselves. Because a lot of men, they go gym not for themselves most of the time, and not for girls. Let's be real. A lot of you men out there who bang out gym, you do it so you can look good in summer, so you can hear a compliment from your man them. Do it for yourself, my guy. Enjoy sexual objects for yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. Because you think a woman won't do it. You think a partner won't do it. This is where the issue is. Men think they can't do things. I'm going to say heterosexual men. Because I feel like bisexual and all the other... I'm going to say all the others. Because I'm not listening to all of it right now. Are very open to exploring their sexuality. In terms of many different ways. I'm going to say the majority, not all. And men, I feel like if you was more comfortable, or young men to older men, if they was more comfortable with all of this stuff, they wouldn't cause a problem when it comes to female sexuality. Females will be allowed to explore and feel more comfortable exploring because we'd feel comfortable within what we like and what we're comfortable with using and doing. So where else do I go on this? Because what is a podcast without a tangent? I'm trying to keep the objective. Why are men uncomfortable with sex? Why are men uncomfortable with sex toys? Why is it? Is it because it's weird? Do they find it weird that they would masturbate with the I think it's called a flashlight or something like that? But it's normal for a woman to use a vibrator or anything along those lines. Like, it's actually beyond me because there are things for men to pleasure themselves, but they won't go there and then they'll go to the phrase, oh, if I really wanted some, I'll just go get some. When if we look at the honesty of it, guys, most men don't choose who they sleep with. It's the woman that chooses. So I feel like you lot should be a lot more open-minded within yourselves, with your partners. And you know what? If I'm missing something why men are uncomfortable, a lot of men are uncomfortable, not all men, a lot of men, then please tell me and then I'll talk over it on a part 2. Or, you know, if I have a guest in, then yeah, we'll do another section to this. It's just actually, I don't know why. Like, even when I went into Ann Summers today, the only men I saw go in there was men with their partner. Yeah, that was it. Just men with their partners. Yeah, so when I went into Ann Summers, the only men that would go in there were men with their partners, and you could see men walking past. This was in Westfield's massive shopping center. You could see men walking past and like looking very uncomfortable. I can't lie. I went in the shop. I felt a bit uncomfortable. I felt kind of like a creep because what I was looking for I couldn't find, and there was other women in the shop or other people in the shop which were women, and I didn't want them to feel like I was there to be a creep, which is crazy. I was actually there for something, but because I couldn't find it, I felt too uncomfortable to ask one of the staff members, like, do you not have this? Obviously, I could see they didn't have it, but I felt too weird within myself to not ask. If it was clearly there in front of me, I would have been a bit more comfortable. But this Ann Summer specifically just looked like they sold like lingerie, perfume, fragrances, and those sort of things. I was looking for more of the, you know, triple X content. But why did I feel uncomfortable? You know, I know I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable because I know how men can potentially make women feel uncomfortable, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want any women to think I was in there to bother them, because I feel like men do that, or men are in those situations where they do that, and they put themselves in those situations where they bother women. Like, a lot of men go to gay clubs, and straight men will go to gay clubs because they know women go there to avoid straight men. And it's a bit like, that was the feeling I got. I felt like I was in their space and I was bothering them. But beyond that, I'd still have the courage to go in there and look for what I was looking for. And if you're too uncomfortable to go into a shop like that with a female, or by yourself, or with anyone, there's always online guys. And I feel like within your sexual lives, you should be comfortable with exploring many different options. And you don't have to tell people. If your thing is, oh, the man are going to judge me, or you that, because that seems to be the prerequisite. I don't know if that was the right word. That seems to be like the reason why men don't do certain things, because they feel like they're going to be judged, like anyone. But when you're in your four walls of your home, four walls of your bedroom or your bathroom, wherever you are, who is there to judge you? And if someone has something to say about your sexual adventures, then bro, tell them to shut up and tell them to fix up their life. Because why do they have so much time to care about you enjoying yourself, or you enjoying you and your partner's life through where you become intimate? And those people, I feel like, who are insecure, you know what I mean? I don't feel like they got the rotations with the hips. They ain't doing the job. And that's probably why they're insecure, because they're worried about an object doing better than they could do, or someone self-pleasuring themselves better than they could, even though even if some men don't care. I went on for a bit long. So yeah, guys, thank you for listening to episode 1 of Diary of a Broke Boy. This came to my head just randomly. I don't know if I really covered it 100%, but a moral of what I'm trying to say is, be comfortable in what you like, or what you think you like. Pick up a Kama Sutra book. Go to the sex shop, look at the toys, go online, look at it. Just enjoy yourself. And yeah, if I'm just chatting rubbish, then boy, I'm chatting rubbish. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm out.